Okay, he talked to Janet Yellen too. That's cool.
Is a great example. You know, instead of a big fire hose of money being turned on those mortgages that went underwater and brought them back to sea level,
which would have constituted a moral hazard, folks. Always remember, predatory lending was a problem, and the people that were duped by that system, and the people that bought these houses under that system, like, if we were to give them the money so they could repay the banks, that would have been a serious issue, because that would constitute what is known as a moral hazard. Giving an endless supply of cash to corporations, on the other hand, who very well know that they're too big to fail, and the government is always going to need to fucking back them, because if they fucking fall apart, then the economy, the global economy, melts down, so they can make all the fucking risky choices that they want to and never really fucking care about turning profit or anything like that. Well, there's no moral hazard there. Moral hazard exists when the working poors get money from the government, obviously.
they chose to pour money into those bundles, and a lot of people lost their houses.
People had every reason to feel unhappy about what happened. The purpose of intervening so that big financial institutions and markets didn't completely fail was to avoid a drying up of credit in the economy. If those financial institutions had been allowed to fail,
By the way, that's why I think like Austrian economists are fucking fake too. Okay? Austrian people that say like they're fucking, you know, libertarians or hyper capitalists. The reality is, if you're truly a neoliberal, in like the actual fucking word, then you would allow those companies to fucking fail, right? And of course, no one fucking wants that. And conservatives who act like they're neoliberals rarely ever allow big businesses to fail. They don't want big businesses to fucking fail. They never would do that. And it's fucking bullshit. And they secretly love the subsidies that the government offers to big businesses.
the toll on ordinary families would have been not only bad, which it was, but unspeakably horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
We would have been looking at something like the Great Depression.
I think for people, they would view it as, well, if I'm going to lose my house, that's a crisis, you know, and I don't have a backstop.
Imagine shitting on Austria that has social housing while living in LA. Okay, I need to do more theory streams. Oh my God, a 10-month subscriber doesn't know what Austrian Austrian economics is. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck me. Okay, we're going to have to do more theory streams soon because, like, y'all are fucking incredibly ill-equipped. You've blown up so much, but your audience is literal children. When I say fuck Chicago economics, I mean fuck Chicago. Yeah, exactly.
An important reason why, when the pandemic struck, President Biden and his administration have been focused on using fiscal policy, not the Fed, to get help to all those who really need it.
But corporate America gets all the benefits of American stability and fiscal policy, but bears none of the responsibility. I'll give you an example. Walmart, they make billions in profits. Their workers are one of the largest corporate users of social service programs. Why don't Walmart workers share in the profits of Walmart?
You know, in a capitalist system, companies have a right to distribute profits to their shareholders. They're not forced to. There's nothing in the law that forces them to share.
Aren't we subsidizing? This is the insidious part, I think, of when we talk about that we have a free market system. Because what it makes it seem like is that the natural order of things...
Dude, this is really good. God damn, Jon Stewart, like, I really thought he was gonna fucking suck. I really thought he was going to fucking suck on his return, and he was going to be like, you know, Colbert or whatever. But he is low-key spitting right now. Like, straight the fuck up.
Is that Walmart makes billions in profits and can distribute it to its shareholders, and that's just how it goes. But we know that we, the taxpayers, are subsidizing their workforce with food stamps. They're getting the benefit of our tax dollars. So it's not free market.
The government, in many cases, should be running programs. It's not necessarily the case that Walmart should do that directly.
You don't feel they are responsible because they benefit from fiscal policy? They benefit from the American infrastructure.
They do benefit from fiscal policy, but I think an important way of making them pay is by taxing them and making sure that their profits provide the resources to provide that infrastructure.
You would rather they still make their billions in profit, but as long as they pay us taxes so that we have enough to give their workers food stamps, that's okay.
We also need to invest in their workers so that they can have jobs that will produce better pay, that they'll have the skills to be able to compete.
But it feels like the system doesn't have accountability for those at the corporate level. How do we build into the system?
I mean, I think there's a lot of truth in what you're saying, and we are very focused on trying to make sure that companies...
To the people who are saying Janet Yellen is an absolute goblin, this person is literally and openly one of the most progressive people that is ever. Like, that's how fucking horrifying most of these ghouls are. She literally is one of the most progressive fucking people in the Biden administration. Not even a joke. Not even remotely. Left of Lenin. Yeah. As soon as she took the job, that changed, brother. I mean, the reality is that like, I mean, she also fucking considers a 15% corporate tax, like a global corporate tax, to be a fucking dub, which I obviously disagree with. But I can't think of like a single other. I can't think of a single other fucking like treasury person that's ever. The fact that she can't even respond to super well shows how much of an echo chamber those spaces are. And also, even then, she's like low-key kind of talking about, Keynesian economics a little bit, even here, like in the policies, even with her response. Yeah, better than Alan Greenspan. Yeah, like not even comprehensible. Not even fucking comprehensible. Like not saying that she's good overall. I'm just trying to show you how distorted that side of like the American government is, that like Janet Yellen is like a historically left-leaning, left-adjacent fucking person for the Treasury. Janet is a goblin. Greenspan is the devil. I mean, yeah, Alan Greenspan is the Henry Kissinger of economics, okay? He's the left edge of mainstream economics in America. She had some blah takes in 2015, 2016 when she thought we were near full employment. We definitely weren't, and wanted to increase interest rates. She wants to track every transaction in consumer bank accounts. That's literally a fucking lie that crypto bros told you, okay? Shut the fuck up. It's not true. Yellen earned more from Citadel than government salary over the last 2 years. Holy shit. Secretary of Treasury has connections to Citadel. Do her relationships prevent her impartiality? Oh, God, of course she did. Speaking fees, I suspect, right? Disclosure document reveals Yellen gained $810,000 from speaking with Citadel on 3 separate occasions. Oh. That's how fucked. That is how fucked this country is. That the most like left of mainstream economics Treasury Secretary is literally still getting caked the fuck up by speaking to hedge funds. And if you don't think that that is like not a gigantic conflict of interest, it's true. What I'm saying is still true. That's how fucking far right our government is. She's the most British looking non-British person I've ever seen. That's so true. Spoke 3 times the company, see more money than I will have in my lifetime. Yeah, it must be real good to fucking, be Janet Yellen. Making Twitch streamer money. To speak 3 times.
Responsible and do pay their fair share. So
But we slash the IRS budget. We have all, you know,
Well,
we make accountability very difficult.
We're trying to reverse that. We're proposing a substantial increase in resources for the IRS so they can go after tax evasion. I want to tell you about another thing that's important here. All over the world, countries have been competing with one another to attract these companies by cutting corporate tax rates.
Right.
Every country faces this, of companies having power and saying to governments, cut our tax rates or we're going to go someplace else.
Is the problem here that corporations...
That's bullshit. That's like complete bullshit too, because they're already everywhere else and they're already doing that. And if they do that, do what China does, motherfucker. This is the thing that makes me so mad. This notion that the American government is just like a powerless fucking little bitch is so silly. Just straight up be like, yeah, no more consumer goods being sold to the American customers then. How do you like that? You want to leave? You want to fucking leave? You don't want to pay your taxes? Okay, no more Apple products. And I know that like the American hogs would fucking lose their minds, but there are like a million different ways to just bully people. Our most significant fucking, we're not a productive force. We're not a productive labor force. Our most important thing, okay, as American citizens is that we are fat, lazy hogs who fucking consume all day. Okay? We buy shit. So much so that the Trump administration literally was like, we got to give these motherfuckers some money. Otherwise, they're not going to buy shit. And then, you know, the global economy will melt down. So, yeah, use that. Use that. Just fucking blip. Cut off the fountain. Or threaten to cut off the fucking fountain. You know what I mean? It's so ridiculous that we act like we have no fucking power against these like mega corporations. Like that they have a gun to the head of the American economy. Okay? They have a gun to the head of the American economy and they're holding us fucking hostage. And we're like, yeah, this seems to be the best productive and most efficient system that's ever existed. Seems great, dude. Seems like a great way to live. Yeah, most powerful country in the world, by the way, but like totally cucked by Apple at the same time.
Corporations feel like they have this country over a barrel.
We have a system where political contributions are important and where wealthy corporations and individuals use the power of access to skew the playing field. But the Biden administration has a different view, and we want to make sure that companies behave fairly, that they pay their fair share, and we make the investments in people and in communities that are necessary to reverse.
Like, I know we say China bad, China bad, China bad all the fucking time, right? But like, where's Jack Ma? Just ask yourselves, okay? Where is Jack Ma? That's a Chinese billionaire, dude. Where's he at? Oh, he was seen in Europe. Got it. I'm just saying, dude. Like, can you imagine just fucking literally being like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, dude? Guess what? You're going to go away for a little bit. There's no war in Bossing Say, bitch. Stop saying Jack my balls, guys. Shut the fuck up. They told the Evergrande CEO to pay his debts with his own money. Awesome.
When you guys bring this up, or when you try and change fiscal policy in that way,
like, can you imagine? Elon Musk is like, actually, you know, the billionaires, they can't pay taxes. Boom, gone for a week. You know, vacation, 1 month vacation. No one knows where Elon Musk is. Where did he go? Who knows? Nobody knows. Comes back, he's like, I love taxes. Please tax me more, sir. Taxation is really, it's just fucking wonderful. I'm a big fan. You know, gone for a month, comes back, loves fucking redistributive policies. Never posts on Twitter ever again. Only posts on Twitter, fucking the Communist Manifesto. Comes back, he's like, I'm actually building the high-speed rail. Fuck this Hyperloop shit.
Where's the fight from? What are the headwinds? Why is it difficult?
It would only be sick because you agree with it. Yes, I do agree with like fucking the government using some of its powers, obviously not to the same extent to like fucking kidnapping and like threatening billionaires. That's just me being angry and fucking letting off some steam. But yes, I do agree that the government should literally fucking force billionaires to pay more in taxes than a fucking Walmart manager did. Yeah, how is that stupid? You stupid fucking cuck. You're not a billionaire. Your dad's not a billionaire. You're gonna fucking die poor, and you're over here literally still defending Elon Musk's endless amounts of fucking wealth. Why, dude? Because you're still holding on to fucking GME stock? You think you're going to the fucking moon, brother? Is that what's going on? Idiot. Yeah, you're gonna fucking die poor as like climate change fucking runs through your goddamn city that is in a state of disrepair while you still post about how, you know, we need to defend, we can't fucking allow billionaires to pay more. Like go from 3% to 20, okay? 20%. 3 to 20. So stupid.
To push through.
Well, the headwinds come.
And I'd like some names. Let me get a pen.
You know, people don't like to have their taxes increased. And, you know, we need to raise more tax revenue in order to finance the investments that our economy needs to be productive and for families to do well.
Okay. Like, no problem. By the way, there's no issue with like fucking holding on to GME and thinking that you're gonna like, you know, become really rich one day or some shit. It's just that like right now you're not. So at least do what the real billionaire, trillionaire, octrillionaire grind set is, which is like recognize your position and make sure that the government gives you something, because that's literally what billionaires do. I should start. I unironically feel like, you know, I've had a couple ideas in the past. Like one of them was obviously like explaining Das Kapital like it's a fucking conspiracy theory because that's the only way to fucking reach the hogs. And then the second idea I've had is like become one of those like lifestyle influencers. You know what I mean? Like a Sigma Grindset influencer that just like talks about like what billionaires do, but try to fucking focus that onto, you know, working class individuals. Like just like, you know, here, hold on. Like this. It's kind of like this. I'd just be like, hold on. 75% of the oil subsidies, or 75% of energy subsidies, are going to the oil and gas industry, the fossil fuel industry. Those billionaires love government handouts. If you want to be rich, ask for government handouts. That's what the rich people do. That's right. Imagine your family is fucking murdered every morning like I do, and then ask for government subsidies and government handouts. Stop being a stupid cuck in the workforce. That's how billionaires stay rich. You're paying for them to stay rich. You know, that sort of thing. I mean, obviously it needs to be, it needs to be fucking worked on a little bit, but it's just like, bro, you know, economic theory has moved on after Das Kapital. It's not the end of history, lol. 19th century book. What the fuck? Okay. So, I mean, I don't agree with that either. Like, I don't think that it's the fucking end all be all. It's not a religion. Gary P. Yeah, like Gary V, but Gary P. You look like a narc or an anti-vax dad in those sunglasses. Good.